Hello, you've made it to day 7, our final flow class for this week. Today we're going to begin seated, so choosing your knees, cross-legged, using your blocks as you need for support. And we're working with the term yielding today. So you may have heard me say give your weight to the earth or ground down to feel that rise. So we're playing with that balance between being super strong and engaged in our muscles, but also where we dump and give all of our weight into our joints. So using that earth plane to find that beautiful balance of what we also often hear the term of effort and ease in yoga, to have a free flow of energy from earth to crown to sky to universe. So when you are ready, finding your seat is closing down your eyes. And first feeling the earth plane underneath your seat. Noticing the parts of your body connected to earth. And here just observing your whole body, sensing where the weight is landing in your body. Do you feel your weight pressing down into the earth, or maybe you feel gravity drawing down into your lower back, maybe into the chest, the shoulders. Scanning through the body here, where do you feel your weight resting? When it comes to yielding, we're either propping ourselves or the opposite, we're collapsing ourselves. So here, as I start to give these cues, maybe you start to engage super hard and tense to prop up, because mostly when we're relaxed, we may be collapsing into the body. So I want you to first just follow, notice what you do in reaction to cue. And then we're going to find that middle ground. So can you start to give a bit of your weight to the earth, gentle press of those body parts that are grounded. And we start to feel that lift, so we get lightness, not so much tightness in the body. Feeling into pelvis, we find that beautiful bowl of water, finding a neutral pelvis, gentle engagement through the core. We keep rising, lifting up and out of the earth as we press down into it. Tucking the chin towards the back of the throat, the crown lifts high. And often when we start to prop ourselves, our shoulders start to draw up towards our ears, so can you just let them soften, keep them in their sockets. And using your breath here, I want you to think about drawing your breath up from the core of the earth, all the way to crown of head, your light. And feel about the exhale breath coming through the crown of the head, you re-soften back down to the earth. The breath is steady here, even though you feel strong and long through your spine. We're not restricting the breath by tightening our muscles to hold this length, this height. Weight goes down into the earth as we inhale, we draw up. And as we exhale, receiving, softening. 2 more rounds of breath, inhale. Soften the face, the jaw as you exhale. And choosing to keep eyes open or keeping eyes closed or gently flicker open, making your way into your tabletop. Finding that sense of yielding here. So we're not dumping into the shoulders, into hips. If you're hypermobile, you're often a collapser, so just being aware of that. Keeping micro bend in the elbows, using the muscles to hold here, but not completely straining them to be strong. So finding that beautiful spread of fingertips, finding that gentle engagement through the core. We're not completely restricting the breath by squeezing the abdominal muscles, just a slight pull of belly to spine, knees underneath the hips. As always, we begin to warm through the spine with cat-cow. So using your inhale, again, we don't collapse into the belly. We maintain that gentle restriction as we send the tailbone high, start to weave the heart forward. And exhale, tucking tail under, chin to chest around the spine, not locking out through the elbows. We're pressing into the earth. Inhale, opening to your cat. And exhale, curling under cow. Continuing to move with your breath. Noticing the elbow joints, noticing the core, where are you tending to collapse? Maybe where are you propping yourself a little too much that your breath can't flow easy. And from here, sending your hips back towards your heels, reaching through the fingertips. This is where you can collapse just slightly here for a few breaths. Let the body be heavy. Not trying to hold our own body weight here. So this is where we can completely let go and relax. It's a natural yielding. We're not trying to hold ourselves up. Noticing the strength of the surface underneath you, feeling supported, feeling that give back of your energy into the earth as you exhale. And using your next inhale breath, starting to draw yourself forward into a low plank. Another major one where our collapses can lock through the elbows. So can you start to send your elbow creases towards one another? Gentle softness through the elbows. We lift the chin to back of throat. We slightly follow that natural curve of tailbone down towards the heels to engage lower belly, but we should still be able to keep the breath nice and smooth here. And using your next inhale, with toes tucked under, we start to lift the knees from the mat to find a high plank, option to stay grounded on the knees. Maintaining that same line from crown of head to tail. Tailbones now naturally curving down towards the heels of feet. Trying not to lock the knee joints out completely. Feel that free flow of energy through the body, not getting blocked at the joints. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, hips lift high, downward facing dog. Just find a little wiggle here before we come to move in, to hold, in stillness. And we've been here a few times this week. Can you find your most comfortable down dog? Maybe taking that time to move forward to your plank, measuring the distance to hands and feet. Going through all of those points, stretching them out forward at the fingertips, pointer finger facing forward. Not locking out through the elbow joints, and we don't want our biceps pressing up towards the ears. Can you yield with the earth? Still feel that strength in your arms as you press down, without collapsing or without completely straining through the muscles to hold here. Keep the breath smooth. Give a little bit more to the earth to feel that lift and rise into the hips. Tailbone draws down naturally to the heels. We can keep that soft bend in the knees, keep the hips pressing high. Gentle activation through inner thighs. Lower rib cage hugs in, head is heavy. Keeping breath steady here in our downward facing dog. And on your inhale, lift high to the tiptoes, walking forward to your forward fold. Finding a dangle to begin, we can bring hands to forearms, hands to elbows, little rock from side to side, maybe a lovely bounce up and down. I really like this. You can feel the whole spine start to decompress. And then releasing fingertips down towards the toes, soft through knee joints, press away to rise to stand. And softening the shoulders back and down. And if you find you tend to be a propper, I'm just going to start to loosen up a little bit here. So just starting to sway the arms from side to side. And notice if you feel like you need to keep the feet still on the earth, can you start to lift through the heels? Just start to loosen up the body just a little bit. Or a lot. Maybe arms start to swing high, and then going to start to swing low and then high. And taking it to the other side, arms slow to top right, down to left foot. Make them nice and floppy. And then just starting to make those movements a little bit smaller, slowly coming back to stand, arms floppy, legs nice and soft, moving, and we find our feet underneath our hips. And then here we're going to find a little bounce through the feet, so just starting to lift the heels, and letting the arms be soft. Starting to move energy down, loosening up through our body, through our mind. Letting go of any expectations for your practice, for your body. And then starting to slow down that bounce. And we come to stand completely still in Tadasana. So here maybe you do wiggle the legs just a little bit, feel where maybe your knee joint locks out. If you're hypermobile through the knee, can you find that micro bend? Feel all 10 toes spread wide, ground down, lift through the inner arches of your feet. Come back to pelvis. Where is gravity landing in the body? Is it going down into the feet, or is it landing in the lower back? Maybe the front of the hips. Find that nice flat surface of water in your pelvic bowl. And we press a little more down to earth. We rise to crown of head, shoulders are relaxed, fingertips bright, palms face forward. Breath moving steady up through the soles of the feet to the crown. And from crown all the way back down, we ground. Nice. Keeping the breath at this smooth and easy pace for our whole class. In each pose, we're going to find some longer holds just to play with yielding in each shape. Using your next inhale, we circle arms high. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Getting nice and warm first with our sun C. Exhale, folding forward, stepping the right foot back. Lowering the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise to low lunge. Exhale, release, frame the foot. We step back to high or low plank. Shifting weight forward, inhale, lower to belly, exhale. Rising to your baby cobra, inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Toes tuck under, hips rise, downward facing dog. Using your inhale breath, floating right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, curling right knee to nose. We step the foot through between the hands, lower left knee, untuck toes, rise to low lunge. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck left toes, step forward to your fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circling arms high, inhale, palms touch. Swan dive to fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, stepping left foot back. Lowering left knee, untuck toes, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, release, frame the foot, step back, high or low plank. Shifting weight forward, inhale. Lower to belly, exhale. Rising to your cobra, inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Toes tuck under, press back, downward facing dog. Floating your left leg high, inhale. Exhale, curling knee to nose, ground the foot through between hands, right knee grounds untucked toes, inhale to rise. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck the toes, step forward to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Circle arms, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, thumbs draw down to heart center. Release to Tadasana, take a breath in. Full breath out. Circle arms high, inhale. Exhale, dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. We step the right foot back again, lowering right knee, untuck toes, low lunge here, we hold. Remembering hands can always find the hips, hands can remain on the blocks, framing the foot. Pressing gently into the top of the back foot, into the shin. Almost feeling a draw back of left heel in towards the body to engage. Making sure the breath can still remain steady as we find those gentle engagements. And feeling where we generally collapse here, and that's down into the hips, into the lower back. So I want you to tuck the tail under slightly, strong through lower belly, zip up through your core, find that imaginary orange under the chin. Shoulders are soft, we're bright through fingertips. Now notice how your breath is here. Keeping breath steady. One more inhale. An option to stay here playing with the earth plane, or we can tuck the back toe, start to lift the back of the knee high, find your crescent lunge. Drop down through center line without dumping through lower back. We're upright here with torso, we're not trying to lean forward or find a back bend. Here you might be able to find a little bit of softness as you feel that give and that rebound, maybe a gentle bounce here in your lunge, and then come into stillness, holding for 3 breaths. Effort and ease. Taking one more inhale. And we exhale, open to your warrior 2, blade edge of back foot parallel to back of mat, lunging into left knee, stacking knee on ankle, big toe inside knee. Checking where that back arm is in space, softening through shoulders, reach through fingertips. Giving into the blade edge of back foot, press into pinky toe of front foot, lift the inner arches as you're drawing into the earth with those 3 points of the foot, big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle, heel center. Feeling strong to crown of head, light to crown of head. As we send our energy from crown down through tailbone, we lunge. Breath is easy. And flipping the front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior, keeping lunging front knee. Exhaling, extended side angle, forearm to the thigh. We reach right fingertips up and overhead. Now often here we collapse into the shoulder, we flop through the hands, as it can be a little bit easier to hold our bodies this way. But we want to find some lift, some giving to the leg to reach down to the earth from the forearm, but without propping too much that we can't breathe. So finding that softness, nice lot of space through the body. We're giving to blade edge of back foot, reaching right through fingertips, not drawing and scrunching that right shoulder to right ear. Where can you find more space, find more ease, but maintain this strong shape, especially maybe through that left leg might feel a bit shaky now. It's been in a lunge for a while, so just one more inhale. Full breath out. We reverse, inhale. Exhale, release, cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, find ball of back foot, nice twist here to rebound, left fingertips reach high. Exhale, release, frame the foot, we step back to our plank. Take your vinyasa or maybe hips draw straight back to your downward facing dog. Full breath in. Releasing through the mouth. Lifting high on the toes, inhale, gaze forward, stepping or jumping to your fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Arms float high, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, thumbs draw down to the heart, taking a breath in. Exhale, release to Tadasana. Find that space of yielding here in your standing stance. Maybe this is something you play with throughout the day when you're waiting in line, when you're just waiting for anything, when you're standing, feeling that give to the earth, that rise. Notice where you're dumping your weight, notice where maybe a little tense and tight. Is your breath moving easy through your body? Is your energy flowing easy through your body? And exploring that on the other side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, stepping your left foot back. Lowering left knee, untuck toes, we rise to low lunge. Gentle draw back of right hip, left hip forward. Checking knee over ankle. Not dumping or rolling through the ankle. We lift the inner arch so we're nice and strong and supported through that ankle. Gentle press of the shin of the back leg down. And then feeling into pelvis, we lift and draw up and out of the hips. Shoulders soft, long through back of neck. Option to hold here, we tuck the back toes and we lift the knee from the earth. Notice the reaction of your breath. If you've risen to high lunge, how can you yield a little more to have the breath move easy through the body? Maybe notice what muscles are working over time and maybe what muscles are switched off. Can you get them to all help each other out here? One more inhale. Exhale, we open to warrior two. Checking back foot. Checking knee stacked over ankle, opening externally through right hip. Left hand in line with the right fingertips. We roll the shoulders back and down, have a little wiggle, press energy out through evenly through each fingertip. And we feel that zip up through the body as we press down into our warrior two. Smooth through breath. Nice, one more inhale. Full breath out. Flipping front palm, reverse inhale. And exhale, extended side angle, forearm to the thigh, left fingertips reach high. Check in with that collapse through the underside into the shoulder. Press into forearm, right fingertips stay bright. We're opening the heart up towards the sky. Nice long line through left fingertips to blade edge of left foot. Deepen into right hip crease a little, find more length through the underside of the body. And breathe. And inhale to reverse. Exhale, cut with the hands, frame the front foot. Ball of back foot, we rise, step back to your plank, moving through our flow, lower to belly, rise to cobra, maybe upward dog. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Taking a full inhale. Full breath out. Floating left leg high, inhale. Tiger curl, left knee to nose. We step the foot through between the hands. Right heel grounds. We're finding warrior one. Left knee stacked on left ankle. Back foot 45 degrees. So toes pointing in the direction of the top right corner of the mat. Hands can stay on the hips as we think about drawing our shoulders square to the front of the mat, but not trying to crank that right hip forward. You still want to feel space through your lower back. If you feel comfortable to reach the arms high, we start to float the arms high. Again, effort and ease here. Explore this pose. Explore giving your weight through the feet down, feeling that lightness come into the body. Then releasing hands to lower back, we interlace the fingers, roll and open through the shoulders. Finding our humble warrior. As you exhale, that left shoulder draws towards the inside of the left thigh. We let the head hang heavy, drop the gaze behind. If you do have a connection of left shoulder to inner thigh, just find a gentle press of inner thigh to shoulder, shoulder to inner thigh. Keep drawing that left hip through the center line of your mat. Again, shake out through the head, not trying to prop the head. We let it go here. And then releasing thumbs to the lower back, we rise to our warrior one. Inhale. Start to lengthen through the left leg, pyramid pose. This is where we tend to really lock out that left knee joint if you're hypermobile. So think about pressing your shins slightly forward to activate. Hands can find the hips. Maybe you have reverse prayer in your practice. Otherwise, setting up your blocks on either side of the left foot to ground the hands as we fold. Option to shorten stance here. Taking a breath in. And as you exhale, we hinge forward at the hips first, finding length through the spine, not arching the back. Making sure breath is still easy here, noticing how you can support your body so that your breath isn't restricted. One more inhale. Nice and long through spine. We exhale. This is where we start to draw nose, think towards shin. So we're not trying to tuck the chin under, we still keep the length through the spine. We're open through the heart. One more breath in. And exhale, release hands to frame the foot. Step forward to your forward fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Circling arms high, inhale, palms connect overhead. Thumbs draw down to heart center, exhale. Finding a standing balance here. Weights first coming into this left foot. So really feel into your base. Find that strength, the lightness through that left leg as you start to play with pressing the earth down, and notice how that feels like almost a push away into your body. You feel that energy lift and rise. Pressing left foot down, feeling that give back as your body starts to jolt to the side. So now can you hold that energy in your core as you press down? It shoots into your body, you catch it in your core for strength. Keep drawing your way into the earth. We're bringing the right knee in towards the chest. You can hold the knee here. Maybe you just want to stay, or finding tree pose. So first option is to tap the right toes inside the left ankle, hands find prayer at heart. Or we draw right foot to left shin, inner shin, calf. And we're skipping the knee, we're taking the foot higher to the left inner thigh. Just like we did in Warrior One with that press of thigh to shoulder for stability, here we press foot to thigh, thigh to foot. Feeling that press down of left foot strong into the earth, but you feel that rebound and rise, the earth stability come into the core. Then we can start to draw up to the crown of the head. We might hold here, or we can extend the branches of our tree, reaching fingertips high. Breath can move easy here. Nice, 2 more to hold. And bringing palms to touch. Thumbs draw down to heart center. Exiting the way we came out. Maybe you re-hug knee to chest, allow it to float. And we exhale, releasing right foot down to meet the left. Repeating on the other side, circle arms high, inhale. Exhale, swan dive to fall. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, stepping back to our plank. Flowing to our downward facing dog. From down dog, we extend our right leg high, inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose, footsteps through between hands, we lower left heel. 45 degrees, Warrior One, we rise. Left inner thigh actively engaged, right knee over ankle. Hands confined hips, gentle tuck of tailbone down to release that dump in the hips. Lower belly supports lower back. And drawing lower rib cage in. Shoulders away from ears. Breath is easy. All muscles supporting one another. One more inhale, blade edge of foot grounds. Then exhale, find the opposite interlace of your fingers, roll and open through the chest. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Right shoulder towards right inner thigh. Gentle press of inner thigh to shoulder, shoulder to inner thigh. We draw right hip through center line. Head is heavy. Releasing thumbs to lower back, we rise, warrior one. Preparing for your pyramid pose, we start to lengthen through the right leg, readjust your stance if you need. Zip heels in towards one another, and almost like you're corkscrewing the mat with your feet, we press into pinky toes for strength as we give to the earth. That rises up into the body. Hands can stay on the hips. Maybe we find reverse prayer or prep our blocks beside the foot. Not locking out through right knee joint, we gently press the shin forward to the top of the mat. Long through the spine, inhale. Then exhale, we hinge at the hips, keep that length, chin to chest, crown draws forward. Breath is steady, heart is open. One more breath in. Maintaining length, we send nose towards the shin. One more inhale. Then exhale to release. Framing the foot, we step forward to our fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circle arms high, inhale, palms connect. Exhale, thumbs draw down to the heart. Preparing for our tree pose on the other side. Weight comes into the right foot, we spread the toes. Again, start to play with that press. Feel that rebound back into the body. And when you feel ready, we start to press and hold that rebound and strength from the earth. Catch it in your core center and the leg stays strong here. We start to draw left knee into chest, or maybe we tap left toe inside right ankle, maybe inner seam of shin and calf, or we lift the foot, skipping the knee, no feet on the knee joint to the inner thigh. And keep pressing down, catch that rise in your core, and from that core stability we lift all the way to crown of head. Hands can stay to heart. Once you feel steady, arms lift to sky. Breath is easy. One more inhale. Palms touch. Exhale, thumbs draw to heart. Left knee starts to pull into belly. Soft with left foot as we ground beside the right. Nice. Circle arms high, inhale. Exhale, diving forward. Lifting halfway, inhale. One last vinyasa here, plant the palms, stepping back to your plank. Shifting weight forward, we flow. Finding a few breaths here in your down dog. Intention to yield. Giving and receiving effort and ease. One more inhale. And as you exhale, start to tiptoe the toes forward. We're coming all the way down, bending the knees, coming to rest onto the glutes. And then from here, we're lowering all the way down onto our back. Finding a nice big hug of knees into chest. And happy baby pose, flexing through the feet. We can bring hands to ankles or forearms just wrap outside the knees, dropping knees out beside the rib cage. So hands to ankles, soles of feet to sky, or binding peace fingers around big toe or hands to blade edges of the feet. Think about drawing tailbone down towards the earth here, plugging shoulders down into the earth, lifting the head, tucking the chin long through neck. And you can choose to stay still, maybe a gentle rock from side to side, maybe stretching through one leg and then the other. And just a gentle twist here to finish, releasing heels of feet back together, knees together, dropping both knees to one and dropping to the other. And releasing knees back into chest. And when you feel ready, you can start to make your way into Savasana. Extending your legs out long, keeping your bend into the knees. Here we start to give all of our weight to the earth. Let the yielding be that support, that cradling of the earth underneath you. I'm going to leave you in Savasana right here as our 45 minutes together is coming to an end. So just so you're aware of the time, if you do need to get moving, maybe you find a little more time on your back throughout the day if you can hold in Savasana. But I do encourage you to stay here on your own if you have a couple of extra minutes. Serving that easy breath here as you yield with the earth on your back, completely giving, completely receiving. So floating through your own mind, thumbs to third eye center, I create my own reality. Thumbs to lips, I speak my truth. Thumbs to heart, I follow my heart. Have a wonderful Savasana, a wonderful day 7. Thank you as always for joining. Namaste.